Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another live stream Saturday, and I'm going to get you guys up on screen immediately to see who is in the house tonight. Thank you everyone for joining me so early on, and I think I just saw Mario go through there really quickly at the top of the screen, so everyone say hello to Mario. That's what we do on these live streams, and it's going to be the earliest hello to Mario that I think we've ever had, but everybody can start typing that in the live chat room. So hello Mario and Trish and Mike, V-Dog, Bev, Renee, Linda, Jennifer, Neil moderating there, Dylan and everybody else. Thank you for joining me. It's going through a little bit too quickly, but hello to Laurie and they're moderating as well, and Carla as well. You can see, and there's Neil going through. The moderators have their names in blue with a wrench next to their names so that you can tell them apart. So thank you guys for doing such a great job moderating, but thank you everyone for joining me tonight. Let's get the names of my patrons up on screen because they make everything possible in the first place. All the analysis videos and the cover videos, which I released one yesterday, and we're going to be having a listen to that later on in the live stream as well. The first ever airing on the live stream of that particular cover, and you guys probably know why that is, but I'll explain that in a second anyway. So the names of my patrons at the bottom of the screen. Thank you guys for all of your support over at patreon.com/Wings of Pegasus. These people make everything possible on the channel, including these live streams, and they also pop up in the super chat window and the PayPal donations window as well. So let me get the PayPal donations percentage thing all up on screen, or should I say the super chat donation percentages, because those are the ones that are quite high, just so you guys have got a level playing field and understand how much is going to YouTube with the super chat donations. I think PayPal is around 3 to 5%, so that's why we pop up in the PayPal donations window as well, and we now have that on screen. So thank you guys for all of your support, and if you want to get involved yourselves, head over to patreon.com/Wings of Pegasus and get your name on the live streams. Going across the bottom, that's what we always do on these live streams on a Tuesday and a Saturday. So we've got a lot to get through tonight. We have got a pick roulette coming up later. Also, a little bit of an amendment to the way that it's going to run to make things a little bit easier for Carla, getting all of your I agrees when they've been typed and just making it go a little bit smoother. It's just so we can get all the names on the wheels, make it the most efficient way possible in the future for all of the wheels coming up, and that's if we do hit our targets. And in order to have the pick roulette next week, and it's just a week afterwards, that's how we work it out, then we have to hit our target for each of the live streams. And for tonight, the target is 265, so that's what we're aiming for. And let's have a look at where we are with the live likes. We are at 117 so far. So if you could give this live stream a thumbs up as you come through the door, that would be much appreciated. And hopefully we can get close to that pick roulette likes goal of 265 tonight, which means that we'll be having another pick roulette next week. But stay tuned for this week's pick roulette, because it could be your lucky day. You could be going away with a Wings of Pegasus signed pick. So we'll have that a little bit later on. We also have a couple of pictures I do believe that we're going to be looking at later on, and the big news from a merchandise perspective is in my hands as I live and breathe. Here it is, the Wings of Pegasus pint glass. So there it is. I've been waiting for that for ages. As you can see, it's filled up with just water, a little bit of H2O tonight, no orange squash, but hopefully you guys have managed to get your orders in, and no pun intended, your last orders in for the pint glasses. I know that there have been a few getting out there, and we've looked at a few pictures as well, but we're going to be having a look at a couple more pictures tonight. So that's the glass organised, and I'm fully merched up pretty much tonight, because I've got the t-shirt on and I've got the Wings of Pegasus hoodie on as well. And before I forget, there is a code. If you want to get a pint glass or 10% off any of the merchandise, you can use a code this weekend, and it is Fab Merch. So I'm going to type this in to the live chat room so you guys can see it. Code for spring.com store is Fab Merch in capital letters, all one word. But anyway, so I'm going to put that into the live chat room. You'll see it go through at some point. So if you want to head over to spring.com, check out the merchandise, the hoodie, t-shirt, pint glass, you name it. Then, the steel tumblers are available as well. Those have just gone live. So if you want to get your hands on a steel tumbler, then you can do as well. And that should be in the tray underneath this video if it's quite quick at updating, because I did that before we just started this live stream. So hopefully it's visible underneath this video, but I've put a link in the description below so you guys can click on that in order to go over to the store. And when you get to the checkout, use that code, the Fab Merch code, to get 10% off. And that's only this weekend. It's Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and then Monday will be too late. So if you want to get your hands on a pint glass or anything for 10% off, one of the new tumblers, I think I'm going to be ordering one of those probably later on tonight or tomorrow and get one of those sent off to me, because I've never had a tumbler and it's a great time to start, especially if it's a Wings of Pegasus one. So thank you everyone for buying the merchandise over at spring.com, and the links you can find in the description below of this very live stream. So we did have a little spike of the likes there for 144 likes now. Thank you guys for hitting that thumbs up. If you can continue to do that, it'd be much appreciated. You'll also be able to see that I found the like and subscribe button that I didn't import into the new version of the live stream that I'm doing. I'm keeping it a little bit more organized now, so hopefully, fingers crossed, everything's going to work tonight. But then having said that, it's probably all going to go wrong. But let me address the donations that came in through the super chat window before we started the live streams. And we had one from Orlando that came in, and that's for $2. Thank you for that. And the message was, spike the likes as always with lots of thumbs up. And we can have a look at the glass rather than the mug. And that doesn't say spike the likes on it, but you guys know the standard protocol by now to hit that thumbs up. But thank you, Orlando, for that. And Ginny has donated $10 as well. Thank you for that, Ginny. And the message is, hi, Phil. In honor of my late dad, who I miss, and all the dads out there, great cover of the Eagles. Take care. So thank you for that, Ginny. And this is, I think, a little reference to it being Father's Day tomorrow here in the UK. I don't know whether that carries over to other countries, because I know that our Mother's Day were different days between the different countries, so I don't know if Father's Day is always the same, but that is tomorrow here in the UK, and thank you for that message, Ginny, as well, and for mentioning the cover that I released yesterday. And actually, I did that 3 years ago, and it was one of those videos that as soon as it got uploaded, it got blocked, because Don Henley is very strict with the copyrights, whereas the change that's happened recently, and I don't know how recently, I was checking through my videos on Thursday, every single one of them, and I'd noticed that the copyright status had changed on my cover of Hotel California, which means that Don Henley and his team have either seen it or are now allowing worldwide on YouTube covers of Hotel California to be performed, and then they just put adverts on those videos in order to make ad revenue from them. So it's either that or his team have seen my particular cover, and this is what's happened with some of my other covers, that the copyright owners have actually seen it and then allowed it to be played on YouTube, and then they take ad revenue. They just put adverts on it. So I'm not in control of the adverts on that video. That'll be Don Henley and his team that are doing it, but at least we now get to listen to the Hotel California cover that I did a few years ago, and I released that last night for public consumption, and we will be playing it tonight on the live stream as well, because it means that adverts will then be put on this live stream. And I think this is the thing that makes sense, and it should make sense for copyright owners to just let people do covers of their songs, and it might be the case that I might have a slight advantage in that my channel is probably bigger than a normal channel or somebody who doesn't have the same subscriber base, and I think it might be the case that people who are part of the publishing company or part of the record company look at the larger YouTube channels and have a quick look through their videos, and if there's one that's been flagged as being on my particular channel, and they can see how many subscribers there are, how many views it might get. So I think for the larger channels it makes a lot of sense for publishing companies and copyright owners to just allow people to cover their songs and then just take the ad revenue from it, because you know, if you add all of the channels together, they make a decent amount of money from the ad revenue, just from the audience that are watching that channel. So I think it definitely is a good thing that it's been reversed. Also, it's interesting in that last night when I did upload the video, some people commented and said, wait for the takedown, 3, 2, 1, as if it's going to be taken down through the copyright agreement. But I've messaged, or at least I responded to a few of those saying it's okay. Don Henley has allowed it. I don't know whether it's just on my channel or on other channels as well, but all I know is that he has allowed it on my channel, and it is my cover of his song, and he's allowed my cover of his song, which is great. So we'll be able to look at that a little bit later on. So look out for the first ever airing of my Hotel California cover on a live stream coming up later. And thank you guys for requesting that over on Patreon. So let me jump into that super chat window again, because Patrick did donate $10 as well. Thank you for that, Patrick. And the message is, happy Juneteenth, Phil, and to all. Let us celebrate culture, diversity, and each other today and all days. Share culture and have empathy for each other always. So thank you for that, Patrick. And I haven't really kept up with this, but I know that the Juneteenth day, I think it's now, I don't think it used to be, but I think it's now a national holiday over in the USA. I think President Biden signed something to make sure that it was a day that everybody had as a holiday. So it didn't used to be that before, I don't believe, but thank you, Patrick, for that. And I did see on the internet, it's because it was June the 19th was the day that the news was spread that slavery had stopped. So, and that was many, many years ago. So thank you, Patrick, for that donation. And it's, I think, good to have it as a holiday, because it's something that is important to remember, but shouldn't hold us back in the future. And I guess it's exactly the same as what we have and what people have across the world for the World Wars and the Second World War and the ending of the war. I mean, we certainly have a day to reflect. I'm not sure it can really be called a celebration, even though it's probably referred to as a celebration day, but it's one of those days to look back, appreciate the past that's happened, but also learn the lessons from those past events and move forward, and as I said, not be held back by it. As a race of just the human race, we're all the same. So important to remember and learn the lessons of the past, but look forward to a more united future. But anyway, thank you, Patrick, so much for that donation. And I know that there have been some donations in the PayPal window as well, so thank you guys for those. We will have a quick look at those, and I'm just going to make sure that I keep everything organized and up on screen, because just when I grabbed my mouse there, the mouse I've got now is really fancy, where it's got buttons on it to control the scrolling speed of the mouse. So when I just grabbed it, I pressed a button, and I was thinking maybe sometimes the arrow goes so quickly you can't even see it. I mean, that's for just extreme experts at controlling things on the PC or on Mac. Mine's a Mac, but hopefully it is. I think it is okay. I can just about keep tabs on where the mouse is. Anyway, let me get the PayPal donations window up on screen. We're still okay. It's moving at a speed that I can still keep an eye on it, but we had a donation earlier today from Linda Z, so thank you for that, Linda Z. Even though you said that I didn't have to mention it on the live stream, I thought I would mention it anyway. And Marilyn as well has donated £10.72, so thank you for that. And the message is, hi Phil, congratulations for the 176,000 subscribers. I'm very happy for you. So thank you for that, Marilyn. And thank you for the kind donation, the kind words as well, but for subscribing. And that goes for all of you guys in the live chat room tonight. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and get notified by hitting the notification bell for all of the videos, all of the live streams that go on throughout the week on this channel. So thank you for that donation, and thank you everyone for subscribing. It is a crazy number, but we'll keep on going and see where we end up. And Deborah has donated £6.89. Thank you for that, Deborah. And the message is, awesome work on Hotel California. Your playing and vocals were worth the 3-year wait. I hope we can hear it at the live stream tonight. So, yes, indeed, we will be listening to that. I saw you guys over on Patreon requesting it quite a lot. And that song that we started with, Hero, that was an Alita that requested that over on Patreon, and I thought we haven't heard that one for a while, so I thought I would choose that one. But thank you, Deborah, for that donation, and we will be having a listen to my attempt, as I called it, last night at Hotel California. And Susan has donated £10 as well. Thank you for that. And the message is, so good to finally catch a live stream. Happy to have been in the catch-up crew, but love being with wingers and patrons live. Best place on the internet. So thank you for that, Susan. And welcome to the live stream live. And I know that a lot of people do catch up in the catch-up crew, and thank you guys for doing that and hitting the thumbs up. But it's great when you guys can join in and join me and everybody else in that live chat room live. So everyone say a big hello to Susan in the live chat room. Just say hello and welcome. We know that everybody in the live chat room are so welcoming, and thank you guys for that, for making it such a great place to be, for building the community, keeping the community spirit going. And if you want to get involved over on Facebook at the Wings of Pegasus supporters group, then you can join in over there as well, because that's where a lot of the guys and gals in the live chat room hang out between live streams and between comments in the comments section of the analysis videos as well. So head over there if you are a Facebook user, and keep the conversation going between the live streams if you wish. So thank you, Susan, for that donation. And Steve has donated £5. Thank you for that, Steve. And the message is, tomorrow is Father's Day in the colonies, ball games, barbecues, etc. Do you do similar in the UK? So thank you for that, Steve. And yes, we kind of do here, but just because of the nature of the way that I've been raised, I know that my dad isn't a big fan of Father's Day. So we have less of a day, or less of a celebration kind of day, just because I think my dad's not particularly that into it. But Mother's Day in my upbringing has been much more of an important day, and that's one that we do celebrate more. But I think more recently Father's Day has taken off a little bit more, and I'm sure if it includes barbecues and food and cake and all that kind of stuff, then my dad would definitely be up for that, as would I. But thank you for that, Steve. Yes, so it looks like it's going to be Father's Day everywhere tomorrow, so happy Father's Day to all of the fathers out there. Hope you have a fantastic day. And we have Tortoro Porco, who has donated £3 as well. Thank you for that. And the message is, here is a percentage for the cover of your American Cousin's song, whose name I can never type here. So thank you for that. And this is it, that because my surname is Henley, unfortunately there's no link to Don Henley, and it would have been good if there were, because then I could have maybe messaged him and say, look, can you let me play your Hotel California song on my channel, please? And it would have saved us a lot of time. But 3 years down the line, we made it in the end. So maybe that swayed Don to allow me to use up my channel, the fact that we share a surname. But thank you, Tortoro Porco, for that donation. And there has been another one that's come in from Deborah as well. So thank you for this, Deborah. And this is for £5. And the message is, sadly, the pint glass is not dishwasher safe. I found out the hard way. So thank you for that, Deborah. And I think I've used mine or put mine in the dishwasher. I don't know whether that's a case of you experiencing the writing coming off, in which case I don't know, but mine's kind of survived the dishwasher. Seems to be okay. It still looks as it was. So maybe it was a faulty one or something. So what we'll try and do, Deborah, if your pint glass is broken, then maybe email me at wingsofpegasus@hotmail.com, and then I will email Stephanie, who's I don't know she's kind of a manager of the store, or at least is one of the people that I contact if there's any problems with my store, or maybe a problem like this, then I can contact her, and then she might be able to provide a replacement or something, but I will email her and see if there's anything that can be done about that. But thank you, Deborah, for that. And if you email me, that's probably going to be best, because then I can forward the email through, at least I can email and just mention to Stephanie about the fact that it has broken in the dishwasher, because I think they should be okay for the dishwasher, because there's nothing that comes with it that says it's not dishwasher safe. So I think maybe you have received a faulty one. We will get that replaced, don't worry about it, Deborah. But thank you for that donation as well, and for buying the pint glass in the first place, but we'll get another one sent off to you. And Bev has donated a £5.51 as well. Thank you for that, Bev. And the message is: hi Phil and fellow wingers, my niece Lisa is watching for the first time. Unfortunately, she's home with COVID a second time. Just wanted to welcome her to this fantastic community. Rock! So thank you for that, Bev, and welcome to Lisa as well. Thank you for watching, and sad news that you've got COVID again. This is something that here in the UK we've been rolling out the vaccines like you wouldn't believe, because we've got this hint of a third wave. I think the third wave is starting because of the Delta variant, which was the Indian variant, and that's what it was called before. I kind of lose track of it all, but I've had one of my vaccines so far. I've got a second one to come, and I think the second one is, once you've had both of them, this is why they're rolling them out so quickly, I think you've got something like an 80% or 90% resistance to the Delta, this Delta variant, which is causing a bit of a problem here in the UK. So everyone's having their jabs or their vaccines as quickly as possible, and that's certainly something that the government are trying to do. But thank you for that, Bev. And also, thank you, Lisa, for tuning in, and I hope you feel better soon. And I'm just going to scroll up because Orlando has donated £8.01. Thank you for that, Orlando. Again, the message is: a donation to make up for the taxes YouTube and the British government suck out of the super chat donations. All yours. Rock on with some rock horns. So thank you for that, Orlando. And yes, there are some serious percentages that are being taken out of YouTube at the moment, and as you can see on the screen, between 35 and 45% for the super chat donations. But thank you, Orlando, for donating through PayPal as well, and also on the super chat, because I can see Orlando went in there with a $5 donation and says Don Henley gets money. He would not allow it, with a laughing face. Seriously, are you two distantly related? So thank you for that. And no, we're not related. As I said, it would have been an advantage. But maybe once Don figured out there could be a way to make money passively for literally not doing anything, and everybody else getting views on covers of his song, and maybe even doing reaction videos or something like that to his songs as well. There's got to be a hell of a lot of money out there that he's been missing out on and just hasn't realised. But like I said, I don't know whether it's been reversed for everybody, just site-wide on YouTube, or whether just covers have been allowed, or whether covers have been allowed where you don't play the original. Because on my songs, on my cover songs, I play everything. So it means that I do the drums, bass, guitars, vocals. So there's nothing of any original track on my covers. So I think that might help in a way, that I'm not just, for example, playing guitar along to the original track that's playing along in the background. And I know that there are other channels that literally just do covers of them playing along to the song. Which is certainly a very quick way of making a cover video, because you just have to play the chords along and then it's all fine. And even just learn the solo and that's it. Whereas I play all of the instruments, so that's why it takes me and took me a hell of a lot longer to work out exactly what each musician was doing and then try and get it exactly right, or as close as I could, and then with the vocals and the lead guitar of course on that song as well. But anyway, thank you for that, Orlando. And Lucy has donated £3.50 as well. Thank you for this, Lucy. The message is, howdy Phil, fellow wingers and new wingers, please spike the likes, can't participate driving, enjoy the stream with some rock horns, a heart and peace. So thank you for that, Lucy, and take care with your driving and don't stream and drive at the same time. That's the best advice. You want to concentrate on one thing at a time, especially when it's driving, because that's quite important. But thank you, Lucy. I'm sure that you are taking care with your driving and your stream watching. Lisa has donated £5 as well. Thank you for that, Lisa. And the message is there any chance of your cover of All Right Now got unblocked so we can see that video too? You crashed it on that one. So thank you for that, Lisa. And currently All Right Now is still blocked, and that's going to be one of those that, again, it might be the case that they review it and maybe look at my channel, and if they do unblock it, I will put it on and I'll make it public as soon as possible so that you guys can see it. And with the other video, I made sure that I did I was just going to use the original video of the Hotel California cover, but then I realized that it wouldn't show up. People wouldn't get a notification because I uploaded it 3 years ago, and when you make an old video public, it doesn't give a notification because it's not a new video. So I then uploaded it again. I had massive problems with trying to do the editing because I couldn't find the original video, and then I found just the original video without the ending, and then I rendered it, uploaded it, and titled it, did the uploading of the thumbnail and everything, and then there was about 13 seconds worth of black screen at the end of the video, so then I had to delete it, go back to rendering it. Anyway, it's a very long process, but I got there in the end. Fortunately, it only took a few hours to get down and get ready to get released, so it was okay in the end, but it's certainly one of those that took a while. But thank you, Lisa, for that donation. And as soon as any other cover video gets unblocked and any other analysis video as well, I will make those public as well and let you guys know. So Orlando has donated again $2. Thank you for that. And the message is, I meant no way Don would say no. I can't type. So thank you for that. And yeah, I think most people probably would have gathered what you were trying to say. I read it out probably badly because I should have said there was no way he would not allow it. But thank you for clearing that up, Orlando. And we have Tortoro Porco again, who has donated $5. Thank you for that. And the message is, does this mean you can cover Take It to the Limit? If so, maybe some wingers can do the background harmonies. So thank you for that. And I don't know, it might be the case that as soon as I upload a cover, it's got to be reviewed, and maybe that could take a lot of time. I think it still might be the case, I'm not sure of this, but it might still be the case that songs get blocked outright until they then get reviewed and they see that maybe you've got an audience who are going to watch it and they can make ad revenue, and then they reverse it and allow it. So I don't know whether it would be the case if I did another cover, Take It to the Limit being the example, whether that would get blocked immediately or not. So I can't answer that question, but thank you for all of the donations tonight and for hitting that thumbs up. We are at 208 likes already. We are aiming for 265 in order to have a live stream pick roulette next week, so keep on hitting that thumbs up if you do get a chance. We are certainly on the way to getting there. And before we do get there, I'm going to mention about the little amendment to the way that we're going to be doing the messages, the comments for the pick roulette in the future. So if and when we reach the likes target, we're only going to be typing I agree after the pick roulette has been and gone for the live stream. So, for example, don't type it now. Wait till we've done the pick roulette for tonight and start typing it after that. And if you're a regular viewer, you'll notice how at the end of the live streams, I usually play another video to give you guys a little bit more of an opportunity to type I agree and to tag Carla's name in that comment as well. So don't do it until the end of the live stream, because that way it means that Carla can get a hold of everyone's name. And don't do it more than once, please, because then it makes Carla's job really difficult. And again, names can be missed out and it can be really confusing. Just having one is great. So type it once at the end of the live stream, and it will be after the pick roulette has been and gone. And the other thing was, if you've been lucky enough to win a pick twice, I know that there aren't a lot of people that have done that, but if you are lucky enough to have won the pick roulette twice, then you can type I agree and then put t-shirt afterwards, because it means that you're still eligible for the t-shirt roulette if we ever land on that t-shirt. You know, it's got the hearts on it on the pick roulette wheel. So make sure that you type t-shirt after your I agree if you've won 2 picks, because 2 is the maximum amount of picks that you can win if you are that lucky. And believe it or not, we have had a couple of people. I can remember that Vince won 2 picks, I do believe, maybe, if I'm remembering correctly. But anyway, yes, so 2 is the maximum, but you can still win. Even if you've won the pick twice, you could still win the t-shirt, the custom t-shirt that will be up for grabs if we land on that t-shirt section of the pick roulette wheel. So that is the announcement for the pick roulette. Do it at the end, because there was a glitch on last week's YouTube comment section, and this is why we're now kind of making sure that we can get everybody's names at the end of the live stream, because there's a glitch which meant that Carla couldn't get all of the names from last week, and they should be almost all there, but we don't know whether 1 or 2 have been missed out. And especially if there have been multiple posts and all this kind of stuff, it's going to be easier just to post at the end of the video. Do it once, and then you'll get your name on the pick roulette wheel. But we only know by going through the process and learning to make it a little bit more efficient every time we do it, and this is certainly going to be more efficient this time. So thank you, Carla, for the message, and thank you guys for entering the pick roulette and for following the guidelines, which I've now set out as well, so we've all got a level playing field just to make it a little bit more consistent. But thank you, Karen, as well, who has donated £3.44. And the message is, hi Phil, I just bought a Wings of Pegasus pint glass and look forward to its arrival. Since subscribing to your channel, you've given me much to look forward to. You teach and remind me musically in your place of positivity. Cheers, Karen, with a smiley face. So thank you for the kind words, Karen, and for purchasing a Wings of Pegasus pint glass. And make sure you put in that code, which was Fab Merch. I've written it on a bit of paper. I say a bit of paper. It's on a little note sticker in front of me, but my screen is so busy just trying to find the little bit of writing, but it's Fab Merch, all one word in capital letters. So I wonder if I could put it on the pick roulette likes goal underneath in order to make it a little bit clearer. I might try and do that while the next video plays. So here we have it, the grand unveiling of my Hotel California cover. Just 3 years late, it's now been allowed to be played, which is great. And I uploaded this last night as well, so you better check it out on the channel if you want to. But here we have it. I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, give this live stream a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys after this. Rock!
On the dark desert highway, the cool wind in my hair, warm smell of Colina. It grew heavy and my sight grew dim. I had to stop for the night. There she stood in the doorway. I heard the mission bell, and I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. Then she lit up a candle and showed me the way. There were voices down the corridor. I thought I heard them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. Let me a room at the Hotel California. Any time of year, you can find it here. Her mind is Tiffany twisted. She got the Mercedes Benz. She got a lot of pretty, pretty boys that she calls friends. How they dance in the courtyard, sweet summer sweat. Some dance to remember, some dance to forget. So I called up the captain, please bring me my wine. He said, we haven't had that spirit here since 1969. Still those voices are calling from far away. Wake you up in the middle of the night just to hear them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. Living up at the Hotel California. What a nice surprise. Bring her round the pies. Mirrors on the ceiling, the pink champagne on ice. She said, we're all just prisoners here of our own device. And in the master's chambers, they gathered for the feast. They stab it with their stealing knives, but they just can't kill the beast. Last thing I remember, I was running for the door. I had to find the passage back to the place I was before. Relax, said the night man, we're programmed to receive. You can check out anytime you like, but you may never leave.
And there we have it. That was my attempt to cover of Hotel California. I hope you guys enjoyed that one, and that's the first ever time we've played it on a live stream, which is good, and it's great as well that it is an option for the future if you guys want to hear it. And there are quite a lot of covers that are available. Some of them have a block. I know that All Right Now was one of those that got blocked. I think Parisian Walkways is actually okay. That one has just a copyright claim on it. It's registered as Gary Moore's live version of it, even though it's my cover, but that one's fine as well. So it's great that Hotel California can now be uploaded and played on the live stream. So thank you guys for the kind words in the comment section as well about that one. It's had quite a few views, I think, overnight. It's been about 5,000 in the ballpark of that kind of figure. So that's great as well that people seem to like it. So thank you everyone for hitting the thumbs up, and also hitting the thumbs up on this live stream, because I did type when we had 2, 3, 4. I don't know why that number always jumps out at me, but we're now at 243. So it means we're looking for 22 more people to hit that thumbs up in the live chat room, and it's 1:45 here already in the morning. So we've probably got about 25 minutes, maybe half an hour left in order to get another 22 people to hit that thumbs up. We will see. If you haven't used your thumbs up, now is a great time to do it. So, just to jump into the PayPal donation window again, because I can see that we have had another donation or two in there, and we have it's Tortoro Porco again, who has donated £2. Thank you for that, and the message is: nice job on the bass line in your cover. Did you manage to find the tabs for the bass part, or did you learn it by ear? So thank you for that. And generally what I do with the covers is I just listen to the song, and with the bass I have a sub here, so it means that I can hear all the bass frequencies relatively clearly, and if I can't, I just EQ it so that I can give the bass a boost and try and listen to what's going on. So I tend not to get tabs or stuff like that, because I've taught guitar for such a long time, and I used to work out songs by listening to them when I was a kid. So I think my ear's quite good at picking up what I'm hearing and then working it out and being able to replicate it. So for the bass line, it's like all of the covers, I just listen to the actual song, just boost the bass and try and hear what I can hear. Sometimes I might get a note or two wrong, I don't know. I'm just playing it as I think it is. And I don't get really OCD about it, because I know that I've got so much to do with the bass and the drums as well. I mean, people will know if you're a drummer. Sometimes on the covers I do simplify the drums a little bit and try and keep some breaks that are more recognizable in there, but in like if there's any double foot pedal, that kind of thing, I tend to simplify that for just single or double strikes rather than kind of triple strikes at once, because certainly drums is not one of those instruments that I have had a lot of time to practice on. Same with keys, really. I just have learned to a point where I can get away with it. So you'll find that a lot of the songs, especially in the 80s, the songs that I do cover are quite basic drums wise. If you're not really getting into progressive bands, a lot of the covers that I have done have been rock and pop rock, and you'll find that if you can just do a solid beat, then that's the most important thing, keeping it in time. But if you can just do a solid beat and just do solid fills, then you can pretty much get away with it. And same thing with keys, really. I just use keys to fill in the sound. Like, for example, on that cover, in the left channel at the end, I put in a little bit of keys just to fill out the sound a little bit during the solo. So yeah, that was in there in the left channel. But again, it's just really simple chords, majors, minors, sus2, sus4s, sevenths, if that's what the song's got in there. So yeah, nothing that's going to melt your face on those instruments, but certainly I feel a lot more comfortable with guitar. I know that having played that for so long, that I can have a go at the solos that are being played and try and get those relatively close. And also the vocals, I try and get the pitch of the vocals and the harmonies as close as I can as well. So yeah, I mean, pretty much with that, I'm just, for everything, I'm listening to the original song, listening to the solos as well, because there are a lot of wrong tabs out there. I know from teaching guitar that students have come in and said, oh, I've learned the solo for this song, and they play it. And I said, well, that's not right, or it doesn't sound right. And they say, oh, well, I've got the tabs. And then we go through it, and then I point out, okay, that's wrong, and that's another wrong. That's not a bend, it should be a slide. All those kind of things. So, yeah, I find it more reliable myself to listen to the track, work it all out, and then it's just my interpretation of what I'm hearing. So it kind of makes the cover more unique as well, rather than copying somebody else's interpretation of what they're hearing. So that's the way that I prefer to do it. But anyway, thank you to Tordo Porco for that donation. And we have another donation from Shawnee Key that has come in for £13.77. Thank you so much for that. And the message is, thanks for the fantastic cover of Hotel California, Shawnee Key. So thank you for that, and no problem, and thank you for calling it fantastic. That is much appreciated. And we have Linda Z in the house again. I mentioned Linda Z earlier for her donation, but Linda Z has donated again for £5. Thank you for that. And the message is, enjoyed your new cover as much today as I did last night. Do you ever look back at old covers and for some reason the screen's gone a little bit crazy? So let's see what's happening here. I do not know. Okay, let's do a little refresh. I think that was actually my inbox has now totally disappeared and now reappeared and reloaded itself. So let's see if we can scroll down to Linda Z's. Okay, we're back again. The message is, enjoyed your new cover as much today as I did last night. Do you ever look back at old covers you did and wish you had done anything differently now that you have had more guitar and vocal practice and production experience? Linda Z with a smiley face. So thank you for that. And not really. I know that when I do the covers, and when I used to do the covers, I usually spent about 2 weeks on them, and that was my limit as to how long I had, because I was teaching as well during the day, so I had to try and fit it in whenever I could. Once I finished teaching, I'd then have some dinner, then I'd come out here and try and get down maybe some guitars or something. So yeah, I know that I was on a tight schedule, so whatever I did, I just did, and pretty much just drew a line. I didn't get the tracks mastered or anything. I just mixed them together as best I could. So I don't think I'd change anything. I'm trying to think. Just Got Lucky by Dokken. I have said that if I had more time, I would have done a crowd vocal on that chorus, like that gang vocal to kind of make it fuller in the chorus. So that is something that I would do if I revisited it and did it again, or just edited it and released a new cover or new cover version of it. So yeah, but that's the only one that springs to mind that. I mean, given the amount of time that I had, I know that obviously I was up against it, and I don't have a lot of. I know that a lot of channels spend, like, say for example, a whole month, or 2 months, or 3 months on a particular cover, and that's just as much as they release on YouTube. Whereas I was doing quite a lot at the same time, so with the teaching as well during the day. So I don't really have any problem with the covers that I've done. Other than maybe mixing, thinking, oh, that lead guitar could be a little bit louder, but as people will know if they've done any kind of production in the past, mixing is so difficult, you're never really happy. I think it's good just to be able to accept that, right, that is the mix and I'm going to move on. Sometimes it's so difficult to do that. But thank you for that, Linda Z. And Kevin has donated £1, and Kevin says, happy birthday, Vince Gutera. Or Gutera. Or go terror. So that sounds a little bit more like a baseball team or something, or maybe an American football team who have got a nickname of being called Terrors. But anyway, Vince, happy birthday. Let's everybody say a big happy birthday to Vince in that live chat room, as it is evidently his birthday today. And thank you, Kevin, for drawing our attention to that. So everyone say a big happy birthday to Vince, and I hope you have a great one. And thank you for all of your work of linking me to pictures and all that kind of stuff behind the scenes. It is much appreciated. And everyone give a thumbs up for Vince's birthday today, but also on this live stream, if you want to hit that thumbs up as well, that would be much appreciated. And we have passed our likes goal, which means don't type I agree yet. Wait till after tonight's pick roulette, which we will jump into pretty soon after the pictures, because time is moving on. But thank you for that, Kevin. And I'm just going to jump into the super chat window as well, because Lisa has donated $4.99. Thank you for that, Lisa. And the message is, what is the best way to send donations so you get most of it? So thank you for that question. And it is PayPal, because on PayPal, they take, I think, 3 to 5%. And on the super chat donations is YouTube, and they take between 35 and 45%. So there's quite a lot of difference between the percentages through PayPal and then on the YouTube super chat donations as well. So thank you for that, Lisa, for donating in the super chat window as well. And I can see that there has been another donation that's come in on the PayPal window. So let me just scroll up, because Orlando has donated £3. Thank you so much for that. And the message is, you did a great job of analysing Miss Lou by Dick Dale. I finally watched the analysis video. It is a very difficult composition. You did well in showing us. For those who did not catch my YouTube comment, Mersalou is traced back to the Ottoman Empire. Dick Dale turned it into an international hit in 1962. He worked the electric guitar like a mandolin. May he rest in peace. With a heart. So thank you for that, Orlando, and for that bit of background as well. It was one of those, I guess you'd just describe it as a traditional song back in, I don't know when. I know that the first ever official recording of it was 1927, was it? Something like that. So that was the first time somebody took this song and actually recorded it, put it down on a record, and actually sold it. But it had been around, a lot earlier than that, as we can see. Orlando has given us the backing there that it was traced back to the Ottoman Empire. So thank you for that little bit of information, Orlando, and background behind the track and the donation as well. And Mario, who we know is in the house, who we said a big hello to earlier, has donated £150. Thank you so much for that very kind donation, Mario. That is much appreciated. And also, I always point out Mario's guitars, the Gem and the Mayton in the background as well. Thank you for sending me those. And for this donation, the message is, hi Phil, I didn't get a chance to watch your cover of Hotel California last night. I've been looking after my sick dad. Just wanted to say it was absolutely brilliant, and I'm totally sure that I echo everyone else's thoughts with a smiley face. So thank you for those kind words, Mario, and thank you for that donation, but also for just the kind words about that particular cover. But I hope that your dad gets better as well. So sending well wishes and wishing Mario's dad well, that he does improve, and I'm sure everybody else in that live chat room echoes those sentiments to you, Mario. But thank you so much for that donation. And we are going to be jumping into the pictures now, because we're almost at 1 a.m. and I want to make sure that everyone gets a chance to type I agree after we've done the pick roulette for tonight as well. So let me try and organize everything. Here we should have the background up on screen, and I think that has worked, which is great. And the first picture we're going to look at tonight is a glass that is Renee's glass, as we can see. So thank you, Renee, for uploading that picture of you and your glass. And we got a little bit of bass action in the background as well. And it looks like we might have orange squash, or at least something that looks like orange squash, in the Wings of Pegasus pint glass. So thank you, Renee, for uploading that one. And we have Jill, who has uploaded her picture of not only the Wings of Pegasus cap, but both Wings of Pegasus pint glasses, both designs on there. So thank you so much for uploading that one, Jill. And if you guys want to get your hands on any of the merchandise and these pint glasses, then you can do. Head to spring.com, which is in the description below. There's a link there. But thank you, Jill, for uploading that picture. And thank you guys for uploading all of your pictures, and Renee as well. And oh, that was it. I've just put up, if you see the Pick Roulette Likes goal, underneath that you can see things changing up there, and you might be able to see the fab merch that you need to put on your discount code thing at spring.com when you are getting any merchandise this weekend. As you can see, it's use merch code fab merch 10% off. So, and it's only this weekend, so use that if you are going over to spring.com to get a pint glass or any merchandise. You get 10% off if you use that code. So let's jump into the pick roulette for tonight and see whose lucky night it is. So good luck, everybody. I will see you guys in a second. Let's jump into this rock. So we have the background up on screen, and the pick roulette wheel is live. And if you haven't seen one of these before, we give the wheel a spin, and we do that 5 times to make it totally random. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can see on the wheel we have the t-shirt section, which has got the hearts on there as well. So if we land on the t-shirt, then we have another spin, but this is now the t-shirt roulette, which is a different wheel, but I will hopefully be able to organise all that if it does happen. But anyway, we're going to spin the wheel and see whose lucky night it is. And let me pick my top tip. It's going to be Brett C as he goes through. So I've obviously never got one of these right before because the chances are very slim, but Brett C is my pick for the top to win tonight, my tip for the top tonight. So good luck, everybody. Here we go. We are slowing down, and oh look, Brett's just gone through there. Is he going to make it all the way around? Oh, there's I don't think it's not going to get quite as far as Brett, but Laurie's just going through. Carol, Carl, DJK, Brooke, and is it going to get as far as Maria? It might do. I was so close to picking Maria as my top tip. Oh, but it is Maria. Congratulations. You have just won a Wings of Pegasus signed pick. So congratulations to you. And I was almost there with my top pick, but I missed out by 5 or 6 names. One day I will get it right. It's got to happen one day. But thank you everybody for entering. Commiserations to you, everybody who didn't win, but well, congratulations to you, Maria, because you have won. So if you can let yourself be known in the live chat room, then that would be great. Just let yourself be known in there to Carla so that everything can be organised and that pick can get sent off to you. So congratulations to you, Maria. And let me see if I can bring everything back to me on the screen. So now it is just past 1 a.m. and this is the time to start typing I agree in the live chat room, because we've just had the pick roulette wheel, it's spun, we've had the winner, we've finished, it's off the screen, and now you can type I agree in the live chat room. And let me give you guys an example, as I always do. Type @ which is the symbol, and then Carla, and you can see Carla's name then pop up. So then you click on it to tag her, and you then wait for a little bit while it loads, and then you click and type I agree in capital letters, and lots of exclamation marks just to make it stand out a little bit. And you don't have to put the exclamation marks in. I just put that in so hopefully you guys can see it as it comes through the live chat room. And this is good. It looks like everyone is doing I agree, and my agree will go through there in a second. So that is it. Good to see everyone is following the instructions really well. So thank you guys so much for typing I agree after the live stream. And this will be our standard protocol from now on. So you guys know how to get your names on that wheel and get them on there more reliably, so that even if there is a bit of a glitch on YouTube, we have a set section in the live stream where you guys can get your names on that wheel for next week. So type I agree now and your name will be on that pick roulette next week, and it could be your chance to win. But congratulations again to Maria for winning tonight. We are going to be moving on with this live stream. I'm going to give you guys a little bit more of an opportunity to hit that thumbs up. If you can do it, would be much appreciated. Even though we've reached our likes goal, every single like really does help this live stream to get out there, and for the channel to grow as well, and for the analysis videos to get out there, everything. So if you can leave a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. Let me just jump into the PayPal donations window, because we've had another donation in there. So thank you for this, Orlando, for £2, and it's happy birthday to Vince Gutera, and there's a balloon, a cake, a gift, something else and something else, maybe like party poppers or something. So thank you for that, Orlando. Again, happy birthday to Vince. And Beth has donated £13.77. Thank you for that, Beth. And the message is, hey Phil, hello dear wingers, happy birthday Vince. Snoozed through the first half, but glad I caught some of it, with a smiley face, heart, and some rock horns. So thank you for that, Beth, and it's good that you woke up in order to catch a little bit of the live stream. Thank you for doing that. And I'm just going to have a little scroll up, because Lucy has donated £2.50. Thank you for that, Lucy. And the message is, happy birthday, happy belated 79th birthday to Sir James Paul McCartney, CHMBE, June 18th, with a cake, some rock horns, a heart, and peace. So thank you for that, Lucy. And yes, belated birthday wishes to Paul McCartney, 79. Paul McCartney is always older than I think he is, but just because I think he's one of those guys that just seems ever young all the time. But yes, happy birthday to Sir Paul. And just scrolling up, Nora has donated £15 as well. So thank you for that, Nora. And the message is, hi Phil, was wondering if you might consider doing one of your attempts to play like videos for the late great Terry Cath. So thank you for that, Nora. And maybe it could be possible in the future. I'll have to have a little look at, I don't know whether I'd be doing a new video or maybe attempt one of the videos that I've done previously, because I know that Terry's already on the channel at least once, maybe a couple of times. I can't remember. It's quite a while ago, but it is possible for the future. But thank you for that request. I'll make a note of it. But thank you for the donation as well, Nora, and all of you guys for your very kind donations tonight. And just to say that Lisa has donated £5 as well. Thank you for that, Lisa. And the message is, did you enjoy the England-Scotland game, even though it ended in a 0-0 tie? So thank you for that, Lisa. And it was okay, but I didn't particularly enjoy it because England, I think we should have played more attacking players, because we've got so many really good players, but the manager took off one of our players who's really young. He's called Phil Foden, and he was the only player that was doing really well, and then the manager took him off and then brought on another player who he should have brought on, as well as having Phil Foden on the pitch. So then we have two really good players. So yeah, I was a bit disappointed. I think we played a bit rubbish because we didn't have enough attacking players. And all the other teams who are really good, that seem to win competitions, they always attack. They never settle for a draw. And that is what Belgium, who are a very good team, that's what they do. They always attack, and they've won their first two games, which means they've now qualified for the next stage without even having to worry about their third game. And that's what England, I think, should have done. Just try and win at all costs, because then it's just more entertaining, and more often than not, attack is the best form of defence, so just keep pushing forward, get all of your good players on the pitch, and yeah, that's how I would manage England if I was in charge of them. But anyway, yeah, a little bit disappointing. But hopefully, I think the next game is Sunday. Is it? No, it's not Sunday. It might be Wales tomorrow. So it might be Tuesday. So I think England, are playing on Tuesday. And for that game, I think if we draw, then we're through. We should be through pretty much. But again, I don't like to leave it to chance to get through. You always want to make sure that you're definitely going to go through. So yeah, we missed a bit of an opportunity. But thank you, Terry, as well, who has sent a money request. Thank you for that. And this is during the donation window. You get a request or a send option. And if you click on the request, it means it's requesting money from me. And this is when I get the request. But thank you, Terry, anyway, for this message of Someday Soon by Judy Collins or David Gilmour solo guitar in time. So thank you for that, for those requests. And the money request as well that I can't fulfill. But thank you for that. And Vince has donated £10. Happy birthday, Vince. And the message is, thanks for the birthday wishes, Phil. And everyone, the birthday is actually tomorrow, coinciding with Father's Day. So, happy birthday, Vince, because it is tomorrow here. In the UK, it's today. We're already in Father's Day because it's 1:10 here in the morning. So I can say happy birthday to you, Vince. I hope you have a great day for tomorrow once you've had your sleep. And just thank you guys for wishing Vince a very happy birthday. And we all hope you have a great one tomorrow. So, just to mention that Mike has popped in the super chat window as well. Thank you for that, Mike. And the message is, and the donations for $5. Thank you for that. And the message is, thanks for the info on copyrights. And no problem at all. I think copyrights is one of those things that's going to be covered quite a lot on lots of different YouTube channels because of the blocks that happen. And then Michael Palmisano, who I mentioned last time, who got an instant strike, a block and a strike, which is just, I think, ridiculous. So it just means that he can't do his live videos anymore, where he does the analysis that he looks at lots of different videos during a live stream. And I think Michael does live stream for quite a long time as well. So that's a shame that he can't cover lots of different bands, musicians, and new music as well. Real shame. But that's just the state of copyrights at the moment, unfortunately. So we are going to be calling things to a close now. I think we've had pretty much all of our I agrees put in that live chat room. So if you haven't yet typed I agree in the live chat room, definitely do it now, because we're just about to call things to a close for this live stream. So make sure that you do type I agree to get your name on that pick roulette wheel for next week. But Brother Mangill has, I think that's the username. It's very small on my screen, but thank you for that donation of $5. And the message is, hello, Phil. Have you ever reviewed Michael Jackson's drummer, Sugarfoot Moffett, or a band called Atomic Rooster? So thank you for that. And no, I haven't yet, but I can make a note, certainly, of Atomic Rooster. In terms of looking at Sugarfoot Moffett, it's something that I haven't really got into drummers, purely because I feel like my expertise really does lie with the guitar, first and foremost, and maybe a little bit vocally because I spent a long time singing, practicing singing, learning about singing from scratch, which, I've done and been through a lot of courses, so I feel like I know a little bit about singing, that I can maybe point out a few things that aren't really obvious. But I haven't looked at drummers yet, but I can make a note of Atomic Rooster and check them out. So thank you for that donation and the requests or the suggestions in that donation as well. So we are going to be calling things to a close now, because it's almost 1:15 here in the morning. And as Carla's just saying, tag her in the comments. So if you're typing I agree, make sure you tag Carla so that she is notified, but also it's easier for her to go through and see all of the names and where she has been tagged. So if you do get a chance to do that, it would be much appreciated. But we are going to be calling things to a close now. So thank you guys for joining me tonight. I'm going to just keep an eye out for any I agrees going through, because if I see one, I can maybe just drag it out until we see it in the live chat room. But it looks like we are going to be okay for our entrance for next week's Pick Roulette. So thank you guys for joining me tonight. Congratulations, Maria. I hope you have enjoyed this live stream and the first airing of the Hotel California cover that we played. And just to mention as well, only this weekend, if you go over to spring.com for any of the merchandise, the clothing, the pint glasses, you name it, if you type in Fab Merch, all one word, in capital letters, then you get 10% off for this weekend. So make sure to put that in to make sure that you don't miss out on saving some money over at the store at spring.com. There's a link in the description below if you guys want to click on that to go over to the store, but you'll also be able to click on the items in the tray underneath this video. So you can click on that and then make sure you put in Fab Merch as the code when you get to the checkout for your items. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in tonight, and I'll see you again on Tuesday night for another Pick Roulette, so make sure you tune in there. If you want to double your chances of winning in the Pick Roulette, tune into Tuesday's live streams as well, because we are hitting the targets then as well as hitting it tonight, so we'll be having one next Saturday. So keep an eye out for that. There's going to be another analysis video tomorrow night as well, so look out for that upload. Thank you for liking and subscribing to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well to get notified for every single video and the live streams as well so that you don't miss one. But analysis videos come out on a Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, live streams on Saturdays and Tuesdays as well. So there will be a lot of notifications going out. And if you really don't want to miss a live stream or a video, head over to patreon.com/Wings of Pegasus, because then you can get involved over there. And I do a new post for every single video, so you definitely won't miss one. In fact, I think for every post you'll receive an email, so you'll know when there's a new post, when there's a new video being uploaded. So that is at patreon.com/Wings of Pegasus. And just in case you feel like checking out my music or buying any original songs, the album, head over to wingsofpegasus.com. If you want to get the album, go to wingsofpegasus.com/music to download individual songs as well. You can go onto iTunes and Amazon, but it's better for me if you go to my website, because then I don't have to give away a percentage. So just quickly to finish with, I can see that Terry has donated £50. Thank you so much for that, Terry. And the message is, sorry, sent a request by mistake. Did not know exactly that was Someday Soon by Judy Collins or David Gilmour Solo in Time. So thank you so much for that, Terry, for that very kind donation, and for following up the request with the sent donation. And Orlando has donated £2. Thank you for that, Orlando. And the message is, I do not know if you keep up with the US men's national soccer team. If you do, why do you think they failed to be a dominant or powerful team on the international stage? So thank you for that, Orlando. And very quick answer to this, because we're calling it to a close. But I think that it's just the league, the men's national soccer league, or I'm not sure what it's called over there. But I know that in Europe, the leagues are really competitive. We've got the Premier League here in the UK, which is a very competitive league with a lot of very expensive players. And it's just a bit crazy how much they spend on players. But I know that the leagues are very competitive. And even to the point where you might have players that are in Brazil, but most of the Brazilian team play in Europe, because the European leagues are a lot more competitive. And there's the Champions League as well, which is a European kind of World Cup for club teams, where all the best teams in the whole of Europe, which is very big, all now compete together for the title to win the Champions League. So I think it's just the level of the leagues, that maybe in the Major Soccer League, is that what it's called? It might be that. But yeah, I just think that it's not quite up to the level of the European leagues and the UK leagues. And I think that a lot of players, when they get close to retirement, like David Beckham, for example, he was getting a little bit old, so he went over to the USA to play in that league. I think maybe Wayne Rooney did as well. Ibrahim Ivanovic, is that the right name? Or Ibrahimovic, and I can't remember his first name. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. And I believe he's Swedish. I don't know. This is one of those things that names sometimes stick in my head and sometimes they don't. But I think Zlatan Ibrahimovic is one of those players that did go over to the USA. I'm pretty sure that happened. But anyway, he's Swedish from what I remember, at least what my brain's telling me in the vaults of my mind. But anyway, I think it's just the competitiveness of the league. Anyway, I should have stopped the stream without trying to test myself pronouncing Swedish names. But anyway, thank you, Orlando, for that donation. I am going to be calling it to a close now. Thank you guys for hitting that thumbs up and tuning in to this live stream. I'll see you guys at the next one on Tuesday. Stay safe as much as you can. Follow your government's advice with COVID and everything like that. And hopefully you can have your first vaccinations and the second vaccinations. That certainly has helped here in the UK, even though we are having a bit of a spike in cases. But I don't think it's really going over the top in terms of really bleeding into the deaths. I think it's a lot more manageable now with the COVID vaccine that we've been rolling out and the different types of vaccines that we have here. So stay as safe as possible. Wear those masks if that is what your government's requesting. And you can get yourself a Wings of Pegasus mask. That is something that's available in the merch store. And you can get 10% off this weekend if you put in Fab Merch, that code. But anyway, thank you guys for joining me tonight, and I will catch you guys at the next one. Have a fantastic weekend and rest of the weekend. Rock!